What's going on? This is a different video than what you might be used to seeing if you're on this channel. I just wanted to put this out there. It was something that needed to be said. It was a challenge that I had done. And now please don't get me wrong, but I really want people to know that yes, I almost did quit streaming. I almost stopped altogether. Now, I love streaming and I love content creation. I just played very poorly. And that is probably the biggest takeaway that I took from this whole entire thing was planning and real poor planning and what it could do to you. I honestly was not sure if this video was ever going to be recorded because by the time I had wrote down all of my thoughts, it had already been like 15, almost 20 days since the challenge. And I figured nobody would even want to know at this point what happened or what my thoughts on it were, right? However, if this can help someone else, why not take the time out and just make the video, right? So those of you who are new to the channel, let me just start off by saying welcome and give you a short backstory to what it is that I'm even talking about. So for over a year, I was a full-time content creator on Twitch. Approximately around maybe September of this year, I decided to follow my heart to pursue what I have wanted to do for years, YouTube. And well, here I am. This, however, it came with a slight catch apparently I was not aware of. I was going to take off the entire month of October so I could prepare myself for YouTube, cross all the I's, dot all the T's, you know, that kind of thing, get everything set up and ready to go the way I want it to be done for YouTube so I could come out there with my feet on the ground and just hit the ground running. A fellow content creator and a friend of mine, Rocky Williams, had other plans in mind. He proposed a challenge to see who could stream more time in the month, him or I. And rules were simple. 1 hour minimum per day. One person just needs to stream one day more than the other to win. A gentleman's bet. Something for fun, nothing over the top. Well, that did not quite go as planned because I got competitive, as I do, and I stepped it up a notch. I stated, listen, I'll stream for all 31 days just so you can't say you won. Simple as that. And so the challenge began, and so did my regret about 15 days into the challenge. My mind was so focused on wanting to get things perfect for YouTube and have content ready to go, so I didn't need to stress when I made the initial jump on November 1st. That it actually took away from my focus to do the 31-day challenge. I do suffer from ADHD, and I tend to hyper-focus on things. And my mind was set to hyper-focusing on YouTube and getting the content ready for YouTube. I wanted to have videos recorded. I wanted to have everything done ahead of time. And this in turn caused me to overthink and stress the 31 days of Twitch streams, which caused a lack of things being done for YouTube and the lack of enjoyment for Twitch and, well, so on and so on. It just basically snowballed and piled on top of each other, and it was just a long, long month. Let's refocus real quick, okay? 31 days would not have been so bad for me if I had just chosen to schedule the streams out and put proper planning into it. This wasn't how it went down at all. Every day was a struggle for me to choose when I would go live. I knew I needed 1 hour a day to stream, but with work and lack of motivation to do any of it, it just became a relentless nuisance. After a bit for me to remember, oh yeah, I need to go live today for 1 hour. It became more rough than it was enjoyment. The first few days were amazing. I had this hope in my eyes, I was ready to go and just cheering myself on, then life got in the way. Things needed to be done around the house, I had to take care of things before going to my regular job on the weekend, followed by the dread of, crap, I gotta go home and stream tonight. Getting out of work and being mentally tired and drained and not wanting to go on camera, the quality of the streams by about the 15th day in, halfway through the challenge, started to suffer. I didn't want to be on camera, so I used my PNG avatar of myself and was doing VTubing streams just so people could see the dread in my eyes and the misery I had. It was even hard to try to, like, take my voice in a way. Instead of being like, hey guys, what's going on? I was, oh, hey guys, what's going on? How you doing today? But nobody saw behind the camera. Nobody saw behind the PNG avatar that I was sitting here like, hey guys, what's going on? How you doing today? And it sucked. It really overall just sucked. I wanted to quit. Numerous times I wanted to quit and just say forget it. If Rocky wins, he wins, but I couldn't do it. I kept telling myself, I'm all in at this point. No reason to quit if I made it this far. Even if my numbers are shit and my mental is drained, I need to prove this to myself more than anything else. And so that brings me to my self-pride. That right there was the nail in my coffin per se. The self-pride and lack of wanting to fail at the challenge is what made me continue to go and push forward when I probably should have just taken a day or two of rest. But no, I refused. And mind you, at this point, I had streamed every day, and Rocky had missed a few days, so I could have very well taken off a couple days to rest and still won. But again, no, my mind would not let me do it, and I was just so hyper-focused on, I need to get this done, I need to prove a point, I need to make sure that I get this challenge done, because I felt that I would not be able to live it down for myself. Like, it was nothing to do with Rocky, had nothing to do with anybody else. I felt that I personally would not be able to live it down to myself if I felt defeated by not pulling off all 31 days. It was sad because Even before I made the jump to YouTube, something I have wanted to do for so many years, I almost threw it all away and I quit altogether. As a content creator, a lot of us have days where we think, maybe I shouldn't be streaming, or maybe I'm not cut out for this. Maybe I'm just not as popular as I want to be, or maybe people don't think I'm funny or think I'm cool enough to watch me. And you get in your own head, and it happens to everybody. It's not something new, and it sucks that we go through this. But please do think about the fact that you are important enough, though. And even if you can just change one person or make one person smile that's even just lurking in your streams or in your watching your YouTube videos, just remember that you're making a huge difference. This was, however, the first time ever that I could say so much of something actually made me hate it. I never thought that idea would cross my mind. So much content creation made me hate it. So much of this made me hate it. I mean, I hear people say all the time, like, oh, so much chocolate makes me hate chocolate, or so much of alcohol makes me hate alcohol, whatever it may be. This was the first time in almost 2 years that I was able to say that so much content creation made me hate content creation. And it was very weird for me. I had no plans most of the days towards the end and just said, yeah, I'm live 1 hour, guys. Here's me chatting. And the moment I saw the clock hit 1 hour, I said, bye, everyone, and wouldn't even rate out. I just ended stream. I didn't even wait for chat to say goodbye if they wanted to say goodbye. That's not like me at all. People that know my content, know my streams on Twitch, see me on YouTube. I am so much about being there for the community and so much about being there for everybody and trying to be as friendly and outgoing as possible. I try to always put 100% into what I do. But again, poor planning, as many people with ADHD, can't speak, will understand. If your mind is set on a new topic or new adventure, it is almost impossible to give your attention to the current adventure that you're on. We don't stop caring about it, but it's hard to focus on both things, and that's what happened to me. I contemplated so many times not just taking a break, but legit by the end of the month, I told my wife, maybe I should just quit all this content creation stuff. Should just say F it. Not even make the switch to YouTube, but of course, if she does, she told me, just wait it out and give it time. Keep going and see how you feel in the end. Well, as you can tell, I'm still here, and I'm very grateful that I'm still here. But overall, guys, in closing, I do think that 31 days of streaming when not prepared can cause unnecessary mental struggles. At least it did for me. I can't speak for anybody else, but for me, not planning it out definitely made me suffer. Having a game plan and a schedule for such a thing, I do believe would have helped me tremendously, and might or might not even help others who do the same thing. I know I am not the first, nor am I the last to ever do a 31-day streaming challenge. I met someone who has streamed for over a year straight without missing a single day. Definitely possible and far from impossible. Don't get me twisted. However, just make sure though that if you do decide to take on a challenge of any sort, no matter what it may be, that you are prepared to do what needs to be done for that challenge to maybe not cause yourself a much unneeded burden. If anyone has any questions about this challenge or any opinions, I would love to know your thoughts. Leave them in the comment section down below. If you're not subscribed, guys, definitely hit that subscribe button. Remember, everyone, make sure you save your games, and I will see you on the next level, guys.